If you've clicked on this video, it means that you're interested in learning how to draw hair. I'll admit, hair is not an easy topic. From different hairstyles to textures to color, and even the art style itself, it can really influence how you visually represent and recreate hair. So in this video, I've broken the topic into 6 categories, which hopefully will cover most hairstyles. For the first 4 categories, I wouldn't say that any of them are easier or harder, but for number 5 and number 6, they are definitely a lot harder to draw, but we'll get there step by step. So to start, I've prepared my male and female specimen to simply showcase how different hairs would look on different faces and different angles. Buzz cut and fade. To draw hair that is very close to the scalp, some people will go straight to the head and add shading, but that's actually not a good idea. Hair should always follow a hairline, and that's the designated area of where hair should grow. Same as the fade, I've marked where the longer hair will be and where the shaving occurs, and just for fun, I also gave him a beard. FYI, all the demonstrations will be done in black line art only. For the guy, I've added some hatching to indicate where his hair is shorter and lighter, and blacked out where his hair is denser. But if your character doesn't have black hair, you can also just draw short little strokes to indicate the fuzzy texture, like I did on her head. Short hair. So for short hair, straight hair usually grows from a part, while curly hair usually grows from a point. And of course, I'm just saying this in a very generic sense. For the girl, I also darkened her roots as if her natural color is growing out, and don't forget to draw behind the ear and the neck. For curly hair, I started by mapping out the little wavy patterns, and I went in with a thicker brush to block in some shadows. These are the places where hair curls inwards into the head, which is why it's darker. To blend it better, I then went in with a fine brush and draw individual hair strokes. When it gets too dark, don't forget to use your eraser. Straight hair. To do a straight bob cut on the girl, we not only have to draw the middle part, but also the section where the bangs grow out, which is usually in a triangle formation. Her hair is also artificially straightened, which compared to the guy, who has more of a natural look, so his hair has a tiny bit of wave to it. To add details to her hair, I used very thin lines, and I also added my highlight in the halo shape. As opposed to the blunt cut, the natural long hair has some layers to frame the face. Drawing hair like this is really about letting your wrist loose and just going for it, undoing if necessary. Updos and ponytails. I've seen some people draw pigtails like this. While Bubbles from Powerpuff Girls rock this look, this isn't anatomically correct because the hair should be pulled into the ponytail. If you want, you can still add little pieces of hair to frame the face. In the same vein, a bun should also be pulled to form the knot, while the hair wraps around and little pieces fray outwards. I've again added a beard, but to avoid it from blending into the shadows of his neck, I used a little eraser to make tiny strokes across the base to make it stand out better. Curly hair. In my opinion, curled hair is actually the hardest one here, but I think I figured it out. So first, you want to outline the shape, in this case it's like a mushroom. Then you want to sketch in with thick lines to show where the hair falls. These lines will represent the coils, which we can then draw little squiggles. The squiggles should not be random or else it will look super cartoony. In our case, we want semi-realism, and to do that, 3-dimensional curly tubes are the way to go. As for the wavy hair, it's actually so much simpler. You can draw different curls that ultimately follows the pattern of moving away and down from the face. I feel like this hair is a good one to learn because I feel like it's so trendy right now. Add some shading in places where hair tucks in and overlaps, and there you go. Braids and dreadlocks. Are you ready for the final boss? To draw dreadlocks, we'll actually be drawing strand by strand. At the roots, I detailed the fine hairs to indicate how they are braided into a larger chunk. Since dreadlocks are stiffer, if they go in a bun, they're also more likely to stand up straight or fall at an angle. With tiny lines all across, the shading and detailing is pretty much done. For braids, I actually got 2 methods for you. So to draw small braids, a little cheat method will be to draw little hearts going from the top to bottom. And don't forget that the bottom hair will get thinner, so make it smaller at the end. Bigger braids are more complicated, but essentially you overlap these two shapes, they're like Spider-Man eyes, and you create a rope-like pattern like so. But what's trickier is that the braids should turn in different directions according to the perspective of the head. So now I'm starting from the middle, in which the braid will face to the side, but as it lands on the shoulder, it will face more to the front. I also like to add little stray hairs to make it look more messy and natural, and that completes the Viking look. So with that, we've covered most hair types, and you can definitely mix and match these to create interesting hairstyles. Which hair do you like the most? Which do you dislike the most? And have I missed anything? Let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. If you've learned something, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll try to create more tutorials in the future. Bye bye!